Yesterday morning in my live stream, I talked a little bit about what happened to an exchange over in Canada. It was just reported a few days ago. I read it on Cointelegraph. You can obviously see it on other sites as well. But this has really been weighing on my mind since I read it, since I talked about it on my live stream, and I finally realized what it was that's been weighing on me, that's been bothering me. Now, we hear a lot about protecting our digital asset investments and really taking control of our digital assets with, let's say, like a Ledger Nano S or a Nano X, taking our investments off of the exchange. Now, this is really important, something that we have to do right away. And here's some of the reasons and really, again, what's been weighing on my mind. But a few days ago, it was reported that Quadriga CX exchange in Canada lost complete access to their wallets holding approximately $198 million worth of digital asset and some fiat. Hey, this is Jeff with the HODL Report. Join me on today's video as we discuss having a contingency plan to protect our digital asset investments. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to give a thumbs up, leave some comments below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you are planning to get a Nano X or a Nano S, there's a link in the description below. You can buy it directly from that link. Obviously, if you do, a small commission will then be paid to the channel, or if you don't want to do it that way, simply go to ledger.com and you can get one from there. But make sure that you get it from an authentic source, meaning go direct to the source, to ledger.com. Don't buy it on Amazon, don't buy it on eBay, don't buy it anywhere else. Now, a quick plug: tomorrow night, Monday, February 4th, 8 p.m., I am going to be a guest on the XRP Zoo. Completely looking forward to that, so check that out tomorrow night. Then on Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow evening is also 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can join me on the Morning Crypto, which is a new live stream that I'm hosting to discuss a whole variety of topics, engage with the community. Completely looking forward to next week. We had a great show yesterday. Tons of great info that was discussed. Now, the purpose of the video today is something that we really must learn from. There was a huge mistake, and that's really being nice, that was made by Quadriga CX and their founder, Jerry Cotton. Now, personally, I have a contingency plan in place, and I really want to make sure that my investments aren't lost based on any kind of lapse in judgment. And if I talk about a lapse in judgment, that is being super kind to what happened with Quadriga CX and their founder, Jerry Cotton. Now, from this, we can really take two lessons that we need to discuss. Number one, don't keep your investments on an exchange. Now, you never know what's going to happen, although it may appear that the exchange is infallible. Binance, Coinbase, Gemini, Uphold, there's others out there. They may say they're infallible, but there's always that possibility of an exchange hack. Now, hopefully there's not another repeat of the incident that just happened, or it was just reported that happened by the Canadian exchange, Quadriga CX. They should have known, 100% they should have known better. Now, what was it that actually happened with the Canadian exchange? Well, the founder and CEO died beginning of December when he was over in India. Now, unfortunately, the company and those who held their digital assets and even some fiat on the exchange lost everything. So Jerry Cotton died, and he took the password to his grave. And I'm still in shock that Quadriga CX, that in exchange, had zero contingency plan in place. It's crazy. We think about it from an individual level, and I could see how that could happen. Now, a founder and CEO of a major exchange over in Canada, I just don't see how they don't have a contingency plan, or didn't. Unfortunately for them, and all those that put their trust into that exchange, and it was so very foolish of the exchange to not have a contingency plan in place, and really no other trusted person, not even the wife, to hold the key. Not the wife, not the CFO, not the CTO, no one else at the exchange had the key, had that. It's just astonishing. Now, this really brings us to the second lesson. Number two, have a contingency plan in place. Make sure that you have your passwords written down, keep them safe, and really available to your loved ones. You have to have a full plan in place so that your loved ones can access them. So this contingency plan, when I talk about write them down, don't type them, don't put them in a Word file, don't put them in a Google file. Handwrite them out and keep them somewhere safe. Now, really, nobody is talking about this because everyone has really been focused mostly on the potential of hacks of exchanges. Now, this isn't anything new because people have lost access to their own accounts and really losing their own passwords. No backup. Again, no contingency plan for themselves. So it's lost. And we hear, through, over the time, how many Bitcoin, how many other digital assets have been lost due to this occurring, losing their passwords. But the contingency plan in place for what happens if you die. Forget about keeping it safe in a drawer for yourself, but what about your loved ones? So if you die, what's going to happen? And no one really discusses the what if, the contingency plan for a death. Now, Jerry Cotton died. He's the CEO of an exchange. He took the password with him. Nobody has access. So $198 million, poof, vanished. That's it. They can't even get into his laptop. So they've been spending the past month, because this actually died a month ago, actually almost 2 months ago now, he died. And they've been trying to hack into his laptop in order to gain access to any of the files that were on his laptop. So this is such an important, valuable lesson that we have to understand, that we have to look at, that we have to learn from. Now we, as individual holders, may overlook this again, but most of us, we really can't be put in that kind of a position. Now, if you think about it from this perspective, we may overlook it because as holders of digital assets right now, the value isn't that significant. However, many of us may have invested in it doesn't matter what digital asset that you've invested in, but it could be small, it could be medium sized, it could be large. The potential of that investment has legs. It could be huge. Maybe it won't be, but it could be. That's what we're all looking at. That's the speculation, and that's why people are investing in this space. But why would you put that at jeopardy simply by not having such an easy contingency plan in place? So just because the current value might be low, again, this doesn't diminish the need to protect your investment and make sure that it's easily passed on to your loved ones. Now, don't be a Jerry Cotton. Protect your investment. Protect it much better than Quadriga CX Exchange did for $198 million that they were supposed to protect. Now, if you're going to write this down, make sure that you have a safe, that you have a safety deposit box at a bank, and really having a safety deposit box at the bank is probably the best option. Write down your key. Write down all your keywords that in case you lose the key or whatever, or you can re-access and add another ledger, and then put this piece of paper in the safe. Now, you've done all of this, you have your backup. Make sure that everything is written legibly so that not just you can read it, but that your loved ones can read it. Make sure that when you have this conversation with your loved ones, that they also have access to your safety deposit box, that they know that you're putting this information in the safety deposit box, that they know how to utilize the information that you're putting in the safety deposit box. So a simple, how-to, here's what I'm putting in here, here's step 1, step 2, step 3. If something happens, write that plan up just in case they forget if they're not involved in investing in this space. To me, this is such an important lesson. Again, if it happened at the highest level at an exchange, it's so easy for it to happen, to any of us. So we want to make sure that we're protecting our investments. Again, it doesn't matter how small or large that investment is at this point. It's the idea of what it could be. Think about all those individuals. There was that story of the guy who had a hard drive and it was $150 million worth of Bitcoin on his hard drive that he accidentally threw in the garbage. So that's him as an individual. He didn't protect his investment. He tossed it in a drawer and saw how insignificant it was at that time for him because, oh, Bitcoin, oh, it's not valuable at that point. I think they were buying pizza. They bought a pizza for like 10,000 Bitcoin or whatever it was, you know, so hey, it's not that valuable. Fast forward a few years and the guy's probably, you know, having a heart attack because of that. So all these are important lessons to learn, but that contingency plan, not just for yourself, also for your loved ones. So bottom line, protect yourself, protect your investment. Don't delay with that. Do yourself a favor. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to give a thumbs up, leave some comments below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. A quick note before I sign off, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a legal advisor, I'm not a therapist, and so the content in this video is based on my own opinions. Do your own research. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Until then, keep on hodling your crypto.